I would like to ask the Chief Minister what plans he has to encourage island residents to commemorate VE Day on the 8th of May 2020.
Chief Minister to reply.
Thank you, Mr. President. I thank the honourable member for her question, and I am pleased to have the opportunity to outline Isle of Man Government's plans for the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of VE Day in May this year. Officers in the Cabinet Office are leading on the coordination of a range of events, some of which are in conjunction with similar plans taking place in the United Kingdom. For instance, the Last Post and Battles O'er will be played at a set time at locations across the United Kingdom, including the summits of the 4 highest peaks. The Isle of Man will be joining in this commemoration with a ceremony at the summit of Snaefell. At the same time, thousands of pubs throughout the UK will participate in the nation's toast to the heroes of World War II by asking their customers to raise a glass in remembrance. We have written to all the island's pubs to ask them to consider participating. Later that evening, town criers across the UK and across the world will take part in a synchronised cry for peace around the world. In lieu of a Manx town crier, we are hopeful that the Isle of Man Scout Association will be willing to step in and conduct the cry for peace, and I have had a personal meeting with the head of the Scouting Association. Just after the cry, church bells will ring out across the United Kingdom, and we have endeavoured to contact as many churches as possible on the island to ask them to consider participating if they are able to. In addition to our participation in these United Kingdom and worldwide events, the Isle of Man will also be holding its own national celebration event the following day, Saturday the 9th of May. This will begin with a parade through the streets of London before an open-air event in the Villa Marina Gardens for members of the Armed Forces community and the general public to get together, enjoy light refreshments and a programme of musical entertainment. The event will reflect the street party atmosphere of VE Day in 1945, and we hope will include World War II reenactors, period costume, vintage vehicles and many other features to make it a truly special occasion. I am also aware that the Manx National Heritage are planning a series of special events on their sites to mark the anniversary, and we have written to all local authorities to encourage them to consider holding their own commemoration events around the island. Finally, my good friend and colleague Mr Henderson, Member for Council, advises me or reminds me that we will be issuing coins for VE Day commemorations, and these will take the shape of a special 50p piece. Also, we have a gold sovereign which is already out now, Mr President, commemorating a special day.
Supplementary, Mrs Caine.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank the Chief Minister for that detailed answer. And I'd just like to ask him, where would people be able to find out that information? Will it be publicised? Is it already on government website? And in terms of, would he agree with me that there are many people on the Isle of Man who would like to honour war veterans, some of whom survived from this time, and they would like to participate in the many events that he's just outlined? Thank you.
Minister.
Thank you, Mr President. I think nearer the time we will of course be advertising amongst the media the government plans and asking for people to get involved, but it's maybe a little bit too, if you go too soon it'll get lost. So we're in middle of February, this is in May, so in the near future we will be putting this out of what we're doing to all the public, but I'm delighted to be able to give honourable members a flavour of what will be happening in advance.
Supplementary question, the Lord Bishop.
Thank you, Mr President, and I thank the Chief Minister very much for those comprehensive plans for the celebration in May. Would the Chief Minister agree with me that perhaps after that stage we should reflect also on some sort of commemoration for the 75th anniversary of VJ Day on the 15th of August to ensure that those who fought in what is sometimes called the Forgotten Army in Kohima and elsewhere are similarly commemorated? Thank you, Mr President.
Thank you, Mr President. I think our Lord Bishop yet again comes up with a good point, which I will of course take on board and agree to.